white, women, black, coming from John Jay College. Yes, I have a college degree. That's most of us too. You know what happened when I seen that video? I seen my brother laying on the floor with a freaking cop on his neck. I see my son, who's 12 years old, laying on the floor with a knee on his neck. I see my brother's friends. I see my cousins. I see my neighbors. How many times I gotta see this? How many times?
Too many.
Why is it okay? And guess what? Guess what, Roosevelt Island? You're not off the hook. Because it's racism here too. You can sit and act like it's not. You can pretend, but it's here too. I lived here for over 30 years of my life. I see my brother, who was born here, walk down the street and get arrested for mistaken identity. You know how old he was? He was born here, 1990. He got arrested when he was 22 for mistaken identity on Roosevelt Island.
That's right.
They kept him locked up for 3 months without a trial.
Right.
On Roosevelt Island, public safety that know us, public safety that say hello to me every single day.
Exactly.
This is what we go through. Do you know if I go to a hospital right now, oh my God, when I'm delivering my child? This is not just about the police killing us. This is about us not being able to even feel like a human being every single day of our lives. This is about when an employer calls me, I have to change my voice and sound like I'm right.
Yes. That's so true.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of telling you know what my little niece said to me the other day? She said, I'm dark skinned, nobody's never gonna love me. This is, it's so many things compacted into so many things. I am. I got a loud voice anyway, so y'all can hear me. And y'all know what it's about. It's not something that you need to hear. It's something that you see every single day. When you walking down the street and minding your business, and you see that they got a young black man roughed up, go over there and ask him, what did he do, sir? Because guess what? I'm doing it. But the difference is that I probably die with it. My son, 12 years old, why does he have to go through what I went through growing up? Why does he have to be insecure? Why does he have to think that he'll never be anything? Why does he have to think that he can't get a certain job? Why does he not get a bank account? Why is it that people say black people don't want to be homeowners, but when we apply, we can't get a loan or we can't get the same interest rate as you? I can't even get a fair interest rate on a goddamn car loan. We're not stupid. We see what's going on, and we mad. And guess what? This ain't the end. We don't want to burn stuff down. But guess what? All of this happened on the anniversary of Black fucking Wall Street.
Yes.
And y'all burnt our shit the fuck down. But guess what? If we do that, we hoodlums. We thugs. We got no home training. We don't know how to communicate. But how long do you let a person punch you in your face before you react? How long can you get pinched without feeling hurt? Because I'm telling y'all this, if I get a call about mine, everything getting burnt the fuck down. Everybody getting killed. There's gotta be an eye for an eye. But why do we even gotta get to that? All we want is the respect, the dignity. We want to be able to walk down the street without being like, oh my God, there goes the police. Where's another route?
Right.
Literally, that's what we do. You see cops, you go the other way. Why I gotta tell my son to make sure that he walks straight when he walking down the street? Make sure you're not carrying Skittles. Make sure you're not wearing a hoodie. Make sure you don't make a sudden movement. Make sure you got ID on you, but you can't take the ID out your pocket because they're gonna shoot you.
Right. Right.
That's ridiculous. If we want real change,
All right now.
and it doesn't even feel like it, but I really feel like if we both, we can. But it still doesn't feel like it because everybody comes to us. Oh, guess what, black people? Y'all gonna get reparations.
You gonna have to be.
And
Hold on,
they-
she's
that
talking.
appeases us.
You mad when niggas run up
We don't care. We just want to be treated fairly. We just want to have the same things that you have. Like, come on. It makes no sense that we have to keep going through this. But yes, vote. Guess what? All the people you see right now that's campaigning Trump, dismiss them. Vote him out office. Vote him out of office. You know what? Get voting young people like yourself that's thinking about everybody is equal and everybody can be free. Because that's the only way that change is gonna come. How many times, or how many more times do you think, or how could it not get violent if this is what we keep saying?
Say that,
Like
say
literally, when I seen him, I seen my brother. I seen my son. How many times do you think I'm gonna be able to say that?
Say that.
How many times? How many times can I see my friends literally just walking down the street and get harassed by the cops, and I see the same group of white people not get arrested for the same exact thing? It makes no sense that I'm coming from college and get pulled over by cops with machine guns out
John Jay, tell him.
on 59th Street in Manhattan.
Thank you. That's my alumni. That's my.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense that we do not get the same opportunities. We cannot keep on going on like this. Because I'm telling you, you know what they say, if you keep on poking a sleeping bear, what's gonna happen? We don't want that. But it's gonna get to the point where it's just like, we done try everything. We try to protest, we try to march, we try to talk. What can we do? Help us. It hurts my heart. It's hurt my heart forever to know that I will never have certain opportunities. Ever.
Hey, college educated.
And I'm college educated. I came out of college, couldn't even get a job.
Right. Say that.
When I see people that didn't even go to college that were white and got better jobs than me. You know, I work construction, by the way. Local 28, sheet metal. Every day I came into work. I'm a drafter. I draw blueprints. Every day I was at my job. My boss, a white guy, came in and said, Niqua, they don't want a black girl here. They want a white guy. They're gonna fire you. One day he said to me, it was one of the workers that worked out in the shop doing fabrication. He said, Iniqua, I gotta lay somebody off. But I can't lay off that guy, talking about the white guy, because he got a family and kids. Don't you know the next week I got laid off? I worked in the same office as him, a desk away from him. We spoke about our personal business. He knew that I was a single mother, but my family didn't count because I'm black. And a woman.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
It gotta stop.
Yeah.
It's not just the killings. It is the racism. It's the fact that you won't give us loans. It's the fact that you won't give us health care.
Matt, go on.
It's everything combined in one. And we know where it started. We all know about slavery. We know about this stuff. But guess what we talking about right now? We talking about why haven't any year laws been changed in centuries? We talking about why is it that every time you go to court, it's an all-white jury? Why isn't the jury process outsourced? There should be no way that they get to pick an all-white jury for every black trial. Thank you, everybody that came out. I live here on Roosevelt Island. I run the 2-4 River Road Tenant Association. And I'm always out here fighting for rights. I'm always out here talking to people. You know why? Because I'm not letting myself end up like this. It's not going to happen.
Blaze. I've been living here for a while now. My name is Blaze, and Zoe, she asked me to say a couple of things, yesterday, so good job. My bad. I'm talking to a crowd, sorry. Alright, so this isn't a conversation that's like any new history, It's something that we've heard for a while, The nation's history is 400 years old, and quite frankly, that's enough time for change. It's just, if you ask me, 400 years, a lot can happen in 400 years, And that change really cannot be brought without a few people getting hurt, It's important for us to be out here to press the government, tell them that there's people out here that matter, honestly. And right now it's just black lives. Some of you guys need to hear that. For 400 years, we have lived. For 400 years, we have lived with ways to deal with racism. But now we're realizing that, quite frankly, we shouldn't have to do that anymore. It is important for those who gathered here today, especially, I'm looking around and seeing a lot of young people, It's very important for us to be gathered here today, protesting for our freedom. There you go. To fight because we have actually seen the full extent of black power. All these young people, right? At least people around my age. We've seen a black president. We've seen how far black people can push the limits of their power, right? So it's important for the young people, especially out here today, to realize that you can end up just like that. Honestly, it's not that hard. Just realize the extent of your power, honestly. President Obama led an example to young black minds everywhere and set a standard for how we deserve to be treated. We have seen that standard for more than half our lives. And I don't know about you, but just like what the lady said before, it breaks my heart every time that there's a black person being killed. Because, like she said before, it's like I'm being killed every time. We should no longer, as a people, be forced to live in a country that does not respect us. In a country that's limited our rights for 400 years. A country that's assigned us to the bottom of a racial caste system. In a country where I am twice as likely to be unemployed, even with a college degree. Where I'm forced to enter a schooling system that is not interested in activating any of my potential. Where I am more than 10 times more likely to be sent to prison. Having the same conversations that we had half a century ago is getting kind of tired. It's getting really tiring. And so let's sign off. I really don't want to take a lot of time. Just make sure you get out and vote, really, because as you can see, it's not that hard to make change. All Talia had to do was send a text. All she had to do was send a text. It's not that hard, seeing the extent of your power. You can do a lot more than you think.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alexander Dow. Alex. I grew up here, and every single day since I was an adolescent, I have thought about taking my own life. Every single day. I'm black, I'm queer, and many of us are. And we are here on this earth to breathe and to live. I've stepped out on my balcony and I've looked down. I've crossed the red bridge and I've looked down. And many black queer children are killing themselves before the police get the chance to. And that is on the community. That is on systems of injustice. Black men need to breathe. Black men need our breath to be heard without it being felt as a threat. We need our feelings to be welcome in space, in public. And black children, you are queer, and you deserve to live. You deserve to breathe. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Wow. When I decided, like, 2 days ago to...
Louder.
When I decided 2 days ago to do something, because I've been sitting at home just watching the news and crying, basically, and just feeling hopeless. Put your mask down. And just feeling hopeless. Like, what can I do? You know, it's like, I just can't keep crying. So 2 days ago, I text someone and I said, we need to do something. We need to have a protest. We need to do something so we can change history somehow. And you know, we're here, and it's a group of us that have the same idea, because we came out here, we didn't realize that there were other organizers here. And I was worried because I thought, oh my God, we just want something small. We're watching everything that's going on. We don't want any looting. Roosevelt Island is a very small community. We want it just very small, very simple. We don't want it to get crazy. And oh my goodness, I'm just like in awe to see so many people out here right now. It matters. It matters to you. I sent out a text yesterday, and I'm like, well, there's probably going to be 20 people because it was just sent out yesterday. And look at this. You know, so it matters to you, but don't let it stop here, please. We can't just be here and let it stop here. This is not enough. This is not enough. This is a start, though, right? Because we're here. We have the same feelings that some of us just can't express. We don't know how to say it. I didn't know what to do, and I said, we need a protest. I said, I want to say something because I'm so broken. You know? Every time I watch the videos, I cry. My daughters are here, they see me crying all the time. This is very painful. I've gone through a lot of discrimination. I've experienced that, which most of us black that are here, we have gone through that. It's very painful. It really is. And some people just say, yeah, you know, you don't understand. You don't understand it unless you've walked in those shoes. Yes. You don't know what that feels like unless you've walked in those shoes.
You gotta go to work the next day and smile.
You know, you gotta just put a mask on and just pretend that everything is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's painful. It hurts. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing our young brothers getting handcuffed unnecessarily and questions asked later. Why are you handcuffing them? Why are you giving them a record at such a young age? Why are you doing that?
So they can't vote.
You know, this is
not
great.
okay.
This is great. This is wonderful. And thank y'all so much for coming out here. You don't understand what that means to me. Let me tell you, you don't understand. I have joined community groups to try to make a difference. You know why? Because I want to be heard. I was on the PTA, which they made an effort to kick me out. You know why? Because they didn't want to hear my voice. I didn't belong there. I was the only one of color. I joined RERA. I try to join organizations so that I can be a voice to the voiceless. Because there's some that just are afraid to say something, to speak up. And I try to be that person. I joined the SLT. I try to be involved. I'm a Girl Scout leader. I just try to volunteer and do whatever I can to give back and try to bring people together. You know, just a little that I can. But I've seen and I've experienced when I'm in certain settings, people are uncomfortable. Like, wait, why is she here? I stand out, right? Of course I'm gonna stand out. I'm the darkest thing in the room. I have to stand out, but I want to be there. But you know what I've decided? I'm gonna make my space. That's why I woke up yesterday and I said, you know what? We're gonna protest. And when I found out this young lady was gonna be here, and also someone else, it was great. So it's like, this is wonderful. This is great. Young people, we need you guys. Like you can do like an attorney. Okay, I'm gonna pass it over to my daughter because I think she wants to say something. Thank you so much, everyone.
Hi, my name is Dilian Hussein, and I just wanted to share something with you guys. Racism isn't just seen over here or on Roosevelt Island. It's seen everywhere. It's even seen in school. I've seen it. When I first went to my school, my new school, I was the only black kid at my table. And when I asked the teacher to move me, then I was at a table with only black kids. So it felt like our table was separated from the whole entire classroom full of white kids. Before I got my glasses, when I had really bad eyesight, I asked my teacher to move me to the front of the classroom, and it took so much time for her to move me to the front of the classroom so I could get a better education because I couldn't see from where I was. My mom emailed her constantly. I talked to her constantly just to get her to move me to the front, and she kept saying no. And it's not fair that we just have to do so much just to get one person to change. So much just to get one person to change. Imagine how much we have to do to get the community to change. It's not fair that we have to do so much just to get one community to change. One! I mean... Not And the last thing that I have to say is that black people always have to look behind them, always have to look over their shoulders to make sure that there's not a cop behind them, following them. They always have to be on their guard so they know that a cop is not just gonna come and do something to them. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to you.
I lived here my whole life. Honestly, my parents lived here for over 30 years. I've seen this island change. Where you guys see Starbucks and you see all the new buildings down there, that wasn't there before when I was here. That was just a soccer field. Our kids didn't need permits to go on the soccer field and play soccer. The public safety over here, God bless Mr. Jones, Officer Michaels, they knew the community. They knew your parents. They knew you. They knew what school you went to. Okay, so it's nice seeing everybody here and my white brothers and sisters showing support, but just being here is not enough. Showing up is not enough. You gotta educate yourself, and it's not our job to educate you. You have to do the research. When I went to school, I didn't learn about Black history. I learned about the Holocaust, but slavery, that was skimmed over. MLK, yeah, okay. Emmett Till and things like that, I had to learn from my grandparents and my ancestors who were educated themselves, had to educate themselves. So when we say white privilege, we mean when we go outside, we have to tell our family, be safe, please make it home today. Yes. You don't have to worry about when your child is going to college, whether or not they're going to get pulled over, if they're going to make it home. You guys who are white brothers and sisters don't have that everyday fear of going to the grocery store and making sure you have to have a receipt in the bag. Don't go outside for us. Make sure you get a receipt. Make sure you get a bag. When you're driving your car, make sure you have the music not so loud you don't want to get pulled over. Make sure you don't have that hood on. Make sure you don't have that hat on. So we gotta do better, guys. We gotta show up and we gotta show out. We gotta educate ourselves and be there for one another. So it's nice to have everybody here, but this is not it. I've been out there in the city. What you see is the looting and things like that. I don't agree with everything like that, but you can't, this is 400 years of oppression that people are feeling, okay? So they're angry, people are angry, people are angry. It's not okay, it's not okay. But when you keep taking at somebody, you keep pushing and pushing. When they bite back, then everyone's like, well, how did this happen? Well, this is what you have when you have people who are upset and tired. We're in a pandemic right now. People are losing their jobs. Jobs they barely were able to get from the beginning. From the beginning. Had to fight 10 times harder. Same degree. We live here. As a Black people, I live here. I grew up here my whole life. But guess what? Some of us are living in a bubble. I worked at the school with these kids. Prime example. My kids started asking me when Trayvon Martin happened. Why is this? I had to tell my kids about segregation. Guess what happened the next day? A parent tried to get me fired because their fifth graders should have never known that we drank from separate water fountains at one point. But the irony of that is that the week later, my kindergarten kids get a Scholastics magazine about segregation. Okay? So we have to educate our white children as well about what's going on. Hello guys, my name is Sarika. I grew up here my whole life. Not only I grew up here, I also lived in the projects. I went to school on 22nd Street and I also went to an HBCU. I graduated with my health science degree. Thank the Lord, Jesus, whatever. But what people fail to realize and what people keep on talking about is, oh, go to an HBCU. Let me tell you how much in debt I am compared to somebody that went to a community college by white people. I'm $60,000 in debt. I can't have no one help me remove my debt. But ask Susie and Karen, they had no debt. They went to school for free. Their parents talked to the people in the registration. My daughter gotta go. Accept her. It's sad. I grew up here on this island. All these people that like Black Lives Matter were very silent when I grew up. Told me I was a Black Spanish child, okay? Those Hispanics on the island used to tell me, oh yeah, I just like you, but the blacks down the street, I don't really know about. It's sad that we gotta wait till 15,000 people to die to start talking about it. I went to PS 217. My teachers used to tell me, oh no, you're not gonna make it too far. You can't get out of here. And now look where I'm at. It's sad. I went to an HBCU and I got told I wasn't black enough. Why? Because I went to school on 22nd Street. I was from Roosevelt Island. I don't know what it's about. But honey, let me tell you, I got pulled over too many times. Gun to my head. People told me I wouldn't be who I am. People told me I wasn't black enough. People told me I wasn't too Spanish. Let me tell you, it's not about what your last name is, where you from, your hair texture, all of that is out of the window. It's about serving justice. Woo. You know, my mother, I know a lot of you know who my mother is. I used to walk down the street with my mother and people used to look at me like, oh, that's not your daughter. That's not your mother. Because she was light-skinned. I have a sister who's light-skinned. Told her she was more prettier than me because I was dark.
Sunshine.
I had a sister who her hair was more curlier than me, so she was more appealing.
I know.
It has to stop.
True.
And whoever's not here and who told me while I was walking down here, or I don't want to go outside, or my kids, whatever, you need to start it now. This is when your kids need to start listening. And then y'all wonder why your kids don't know much because you kept them in the house for things like this. I see a lot of faces that I know. A lot of faces that I know. If your teacher not teaching you, you look it up yourself.
Yes.
If your mother, father's not teaching you, you look it up yourself. A lot of things I know, I didn't learn from my teachers. I didn't learn from PS 217. I didn't learn from School of the Future. I didn't learn from Coppin State University. I learned by Googling, researching, talking to people, networking. I joined a sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. People may tell me, oh, you joined a cult. Do y'all even know what really happened, why my sorority became what it is? My sorority is the first and the only sorority founded in Indianapolis, Indiana. At a white school, not Howard, not Morgan. My founding sorors had to fight across the street from the KKK. But people don't want to talk about that. People join these things just because. I want to do it because it's what I see. It's cool. I want to say Black Lives Matter because it's cool. It's tiring. Next week, I better see all these same people still saying Black Lives Matter. In a year, I want to see people saying Black Lives Matter. It's hard. It's really hard. People used to tell me, oh, you moved to Maryland, it should be much easier. No. All those black people down there are still owned by white people. They still have a mentality of the white man. And it's sickening. But all I have to say is, we have to be together, we have to learn, we have to teach. And I'm not saying to teach the next person that Black Lives Matter. I'm telling you to teach the next person, no, what you just said was wrong. And all to my young, mixed, colored people, just know we love y'all. Y'all don't have to go somewhere else to find love. If you feel like you're at home and you don't find love, I'm sure your neighbor will love you. And all these people on this island that came to this protest, you better go to them tomorrow if you need help, and they should be able to help you. people that used to judge me when I used to play baseball, soccer, and basketball.
It was nice.
And used to tell me I wasn't going to be enough until I threw across the gym. They said, oh no, I want her. Why? Why did you wait till I showed you what I had to believe in me? You should have believed in me in the beginning. So all I have to say is that it's hard. Some things you may not believe in. Some things you may not think is cool. But just remember what you believe in and remember what your idea is. Don't try to change it for the next person.
I just want to take the mic for a moment, if you don't mind.
And we would like Adrian to take the mic too.
We want Adrian.
I'm sorry.
My name is Michelle. I lived on this island basically all my life. I wanted to share a story of something that happened when I was in 6th grade. There was this one white kid who came up to me and my friends and told us that because we're black, we're not going to be anything but hoodlums for the rest of our lives. This same kid continued to bully me, push me down, trip me throughout the entire 6th grade. The first time I tried to speak out on it, I told my principal. You know what she did? She went and moved my class. She changed me from my class, took me away from my people, the people I just became friends with. We're in 6th grade, new school, new high school, middle school. I didn't know anybody, so they changed me. They suspended my friends. The friends that that boy said that we were going to be nothing but hoodlums. They suspended us. That was the day I realized that the school that I go to, values the comfortability of this white boy more than the rights that I have as a black female. Luckily for me, the next year, the kid was no longer in our school. He left because he didn't feel safe anymore. Because I told him, if you ever speak to me like that again, I will have to use force on you. I am a strong woman. I'm a strong woman and I will never let nobody speak to me like that ever again. I decided, since that day forward, every moment I get to educate my peers, educate any white person, any ignorant person, I will take it. The moment I got to speak on here, share my story, I decided to take it. I have a podcast where I talk about these issues every day. I spread my word, I travel to speak to everyone, telling about the racism in the United States, the systemic racism that the government has put into place to keep my people down, to keep us at a permanent second-class status. They put things in place like the school-to-prison pipeline that funnels kids my age out of schools onto the streets doing bad things to get us in jail.
Talk about it.
They do things like gang database. That is something where the police officers have the right to profile me, tell me just because I'm wearing the color black, just because I'm wearing the color blue, I'm part of a gang. Once I'm on the gang database, any crime I commit, like shoplifting, jaywalking, anything like that, my sentence will automatically be higher just because I'm on the gang database. The worst part is, they don't even tell you you're on the gang database. They don't tell you. The only way you can find out is if you go to the website yourself, wait 4 months before they can tell you, oh yeah, you're on it, or no, you're not on it. My friends, place I go to school on 22nd Street, yeah, it's more of the nicer neighborhoods, but there's still a lot of wrong. I can't walk down the street. I have to avoid big groups of people because I'm fear of being on the gang database. There's so much things that we have to do just because we're black, so much things that we have to avoid just because we're black, so that we don't end up in jail, we don't end up as another hashtag. I'm tired of having to remind people that Black Lives Matter. This is something that y'all should know in the beginning. I'm tired of having to fight for people like Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice. Tamir was 12 years old, playing with a fake gun in the park. The police officer shot him down, didn't even get out his car. He stayed in his car, shot Tamir 2 times in the chest for no reason. Trayvon Martin, 17 years old, wanted to just get Arizona and Skittles. Had a random ass white man shoot him for no reason. And that man has the nerve to this day to say that he wants to sue the family.
Exactly.
He thinks that they messed up his name. What about Trayvon's name? He could even make a name for himself. So I encourage everyone here, no matter what anyone tells you, spread the word. Because there are power in numbers. They can't silence all of us. They can't tell us that what we think don't matter. As long as we tell them, as long as we keep yelling at them, that what we're saying has purpose, they can't silence us.
I've been waiting in line.
But we're gonna let the people of color speak.
And my fucking family hasn't spoken in like 15 years. I have tears.
Let's have some law and order around here. Okay, so I'm Lorraine Williams. I'm a resident of this island. Louder, please. I'm Lorraine Williams. I'm a resident of this island. And there was something that the youth said, but I want you to understand, there's a history for everybody. So every life matters.
No.
Black
Lives Matter.
Well, we're not, I am going to say Black Lives Matter, but there's a multicultural group on this island. So some people are bicultural. They didn't have and you have to learn both cultures. Okay, you have to learn both cultures. I get a project in 1619 report. And anybody who gets a copy of the 1619 report, it's the beginning of who you are and up to date. Read the 1619 report. All right, so read the 1619 report and you know more. All right, get off the mic. Thank you.
Hi all, I would just like to say I appreciate all of you for coming out. Thank you so much. Just as a commemorative and as a way to remember George Floyd, we're going to take a knee for 9 minutes. And after that, we have set up a little vigil station. If you walk this way and then go down the stairs, you'll see posters. You can put flowers, candles, and whatnot. But now we're going to take a 9-minute knee. Please try to be quiet.